Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so if you enjoyed the video, be sure to smash the like button, and if you're new here, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. With that being said, let's let the video commence, baby. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and Pokemon fans of the world, it's Mega Crash, and I'm coming at you rare and tear to go, man. And ladies and gentlemen, let's just jump right into this, because we got ourselves some pretty crazy news, so let's do it. Now, we had a really big bombshell dropped on us recently, and I've been sitting on this for quite a bit, and I'm thinking, man, how the hell am I going to react to something like this? So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's showcase what exactly it is I'm talking about. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so allow me to showcase where all of this came from. It came from this right here, the revelation of the Space World 1997 demo of Pokemon Gold is available. What did you just say? Did you say a 1997 demo version of Pokemon Gold? Are you actually kidding me? And ladies and gentlemen, this is no joke, as you're seeing right here. This is the starting screen of the demo version of Pokemon Gold. I'm just like, what the hell? This is just crazy right here. And guys, check this out, okay? Something else that is absolutely insane is this right here. This is a design that I do not recognize whatsoever, and upon this discovery, I dove much deeper in this. Like, we're talking Mariana's Trench deep here, okay? And I was absolutely floored with what I had seen with my own eyes, and I didn't know, honestly, how to comprehend all of this. I was like, oh my god, this is just absolutely insane. And if we check this tweet out right here, it says, the article links to a spreadsheet with all of the known information, including various Pokemon names, sprites, stats, as well as other things. So I think you guys know what I'm saying. I think y'all know where we're going with this. That's right. We are going to be diving into detail, at least as far as the names and the sprites and the stats are all concerned. But my god, this is just absolutely crazy. Alright guys, so I want to direct you to the main focus here of this video, that being the sprites and the Pokemon that is found in the datamine, if you will, of the 1997 demo of Pokemon Gold. So it says the game data contained 251 Pokemon, the original 151 plus 100 additions. Now, okay, so we already know about the original 151, right? So let's just scroll down here, okay? Because upon discovering what you're about to see, I just about lost my shit when I seen this. Okay, so we get to Mew, and then we get to the second gen decks, and it all begins with this right here. What? Like, are you serious? So we got Chikorita, right? Originally known as Leaf, and then we got Blossomol, and then Blossomite, so obviously Meganium's design made the cut, but what on earth is this? Like, it kind of looks like a butterfly of some sorts. Like I can't believe that this was the original design intended for Chikorita's first stage evolution. Like, that's just crazy. And then, ladies and gentlemen, it just gets even more crazier, because we get to a completely different design for the Firestarter evolutionary line, okay? So this right here, Flame Bear, was replaced by Cyndaquil, so we have a Fire Bear-like design, and it gets to Volbear and then Dynabear. I'm just like, man, oh man alive. If these designs right here made the cut, there would be no complaints whatsoever, but I gotta say that if these designs made the cut, we probably wouldn't have seen Typhlosion and its epic badass design, because honestly, Typhlosion is one of the best designs ever. And ladies and gentlemen, it gets even better from here. Because if we then turn our focus to Totodile, we would see we have something that looks completely different from Totodile and its evolution designs. We got Cruz, we got Aqua, and Aquaria. I think that's how it's pronounced. Yes, look at this. And see, upon looking at this at first, it kind of looks like a baby version of Lapras, but no, this right here was the concept art of the Water Stars for Gen 2. Like, this was the original idea, and then these designs got scrapped. But I just gotta say, like, this is just Oh my god, this is just absolutely crazy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before I go any further here, I want to say right now that there is a lot of scrap designs showcased here, so rather than going through each of them piece by piece, I'm going to link you guys in the description box down below a whole bunch of stuff. Now, I don't want to draw this video too long here, but there's a few designs here that I want to specifically talk about and point out to you guys because this is just absolute insanity right here, such as what looks to be a baby version of Tangela here, known as Tangel, or Tangle, like however it's pronounced, and then we have what looks to be an evolution of sorts that later on got rebranded and repackaged in Gen 4 to Tangrowth, known as Jelana, or something like that. I mean, all I gotta say is that, like, upon noticing these designs right here, it kind of looks like that a lot of these designs that were originally scrapped were later on implemented in future generations, and I just, man, this is just crazy right here. Now check this out, guys. So we have what looks to be Qwilfish here, known as Babool, and then look at this, we have what looks to be an evolution of Qwilfish. Now, how the hell did Game Freak get away with screwing over Qwilfish? I get that it's a jerk pufferfish and it blows up on you and stuff, but man, my boy needs some of that love. Like, I love Qwilfish. Why the hell didn't it get its rightful evolution? And this is exactly why I think that in future generations, we need to have some past Pokemon have a second look and possibly give them new forms, new evolutions, hell, maybe even new Mega Evolutions if they're gonna bring that back, you know? Like, that's just, oh man. But guys, look at this. We have ourselves the original baby Pokemon, you know, Pichu, Cleffa, and Igglybuff, but you can tell that their designs are actually quite different. Like, we have Pichu looking like a ball, like, you know, having, like, its head as, like, an actual body, and you got the final version of Pichu right here, and we got Cleffa, and Cleffa here, you know, has that little ball antenna-looking thing on its head. Very, very different from the Cleffa that we got today. And then Igglybuff right here, slight difference, you know, it doesn't have the tufts of hair on the top of its head like its final evolution does, or I shouldn't say final evolution, its final design. Now guys, check this out, okay? Y'all ain't gonna believe this, alright? So, we take a look at this. What on earth is this supposed to be? It looks like a menacing version of Ditto or something. Like, seriously? What the hell is this? Like, Animon, okay. Maybe this is a baby version of Ditto or an evolution of Ditto? I have absolutely no idea. And Chicks. This right here. Okay, like, I have absolutely no idea what to make of this. It looks like it has feet with a nest for a body and 3 heads, as heads, you know? Like, I'm just like, what is this? And if I was to guess, it would probably be a pre-evolution of sorts to Doduo, maybe? Or maybe it stems into a brand new evolution of sorts. I have absolutely no idea, and we have up here what looks to be, I guess, like, some sort of, like, you know what? Like, based on my own opinions right here, this kind of looks like, you know, another version of Huntail, you know, because it's got a long body, you know, it's kind of got, like, it's got a big jaw, just like Huntail does, but guys, like, this right here, okay, we have the design of, like, in my opinion, one of the best designs ever, and it should have honestly made the cut. We're talking about a shark with a damn anchor for a tail. Like, how the hell does something like that get scrapped last minute? Anchorage, like, that even sounds like a badass name. Like, what on earth? Oh my god. Oh, guys, I gotta say, honestly, though, like, just reliving all of this right here, right now, like, having another once-over, it's just, wow. Like, I am absolutely just mind-boggled with how good these scrap designs actually are. Like, Game Freak, you got to have a second look at these designs that you scrapped and maybe implement them in future games, because some of these designs are actually really freaking good. And speaking of good, ladies and gentlemen, things just get weirder and weirder as we go down the list, and I mean weird in a good way. We have ourselves twins. Now, if I was to hazard a guess, like, this would be a ghost-type Pokemon right here, you know? And it looks like we have 2 heads, 2 bodies attached to each other, hence twins, you know? Like, twins! Like, I don't think it gets any more simplistic than that. And then we have the original version of Girafarig. So, if y'all remember what the original Girafarig looks like before, obviously, we see the original quote-unquote, you would see that rather than having its tail look exactly like a replica of of the first half of it, you know, its front-facing side, you know, it had what looked to be a chain chomp looking kind of tail, you know, a rather freaky looking design, but this right here takes the cake on freakiness, because we have literally its back end being the same sort of design as its front end, and giraffe rig, yeah, like, it's a palindrome. So this Pokemon in and of itself is a palindrome in every single way possible, not just its name, but its design too is a damn palindrome, if that makes any sense. And look at this, we have ourselves Meowsy right here. Now, take a look at I can't even talk, I'm sorry, I'm hyped. Taking a look at this design right here, it looks like a baby version of Meowth. And we take a look, we got Rinring and then Buoyant. So, I mean, maybe this branches off into a new evolution of sorts when it comes to feline Pokemon. Because, you know, you got Meowth and Persian, and you got, well, these two felines. So I'm thinking that either one of two things is possible here. Either this Pokemon right here had a split evolution, meaning that depending on, you know, what conditions are applied, it will evolve into this evolutionary line, or it will evolve into Meowth, and then into Persian, and then, ladies and gentlemen, we end up getting to Politoed right here. Now, this design right here, oh man, it looks nothing like the Politoed that we see today, but my god, is that ever cool, you know? And we get to Slowking, you know, got the same design, all that stuff, but guys, like, I am at a loss for words what the hell this is. It looks like the top of Slowking's head. Like, okay, like, if you see the resemblance here, okay, like, you obviously, you know what Slowking looks like, okay? I mean, it clearly looks like the brighter out of the two Slowbro and Slowking. But see, okay, we're not talking about smarts here, okay? We're talking about, like, what the F is this right here? Like, this looks like Shelter had its own evolution, and it's called Turban or something like that. Wow. Now, moving on, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Grimy here. I'm thinking this is obviously a baby version of Grimer, and we move on. We got Remoraid here. Looks slightly different. You know, it's got kind of like a bulkier backside, and Octillery has some sort of helmet and all this stuff. And if I'm not mistaken, it looks like a damn tank. Like, that's just crazy. Now, we get to this design right here. It kind of looks like a fighting bear or some sort like that. I mean, kind of reminds me of Pancham in a way, because we end up getting Pancham, it's a part fighting type in Gen 6, and then we end up getting to Hitmontop right here. This was, I guess, supposed to be its original design. Now, it looks very similar to the design that it has today, but I'd say that right off the top of my head, the biggest difference would be its legs right here. I mean, it doesn't have as thick of legs as its design does right now, but like this right here would have been a very interesting design to go with as well. So we got what looks to be a puppy, I guess, based Pokemon right here, Putty, like a poodle or something like that, and then we get ourselves to what looks to be Hoppip and its evolution. So we've got Leaf Mew, Dandamew, and Cottonmew. So I mean, I guess, like, based on the fact that it's got Mew in the name, it's supposed to be, I guess, like a grass cat or something like that? Like, that's just crazy right here. What? Oh, man. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we end up getting to some pretty crazy remix designs of the baby Pokemon. Smoochum. And, well, this is supposed to be Elekid, but it's Elebaby, and we got Magby. So you can tell that there's some slight differences here. I'd have to say the biggest difference, though, is Elebaby and Elekid, because Elekid obviously has arms, whereas this Pokemon does not. Now, we then move on. We got Bellossom here. Looks pretty similar to what its design today is, but we have what looks to be, I guess, maybe another evolution of Victory Bell. Like, I have absolutely no idea what to make of this. Like, maybe this is like a split evolution, much like how Gloom has split evolutions. It either evolves into Vileplume or evolves into Bellossom, depending on how you evolve it. Maybe they were trying to do the same thing for Weepinbell, you know, with Victory Bell being one evolution and Belmit being another evolution, but obviously they scrapped that. It would have been really interesting to see, though, that this concept be implemented as well, because I really do love the Bellsprout line. Now, with all that being said, though, guys, I want to direct your attention to this right here. We got Madame. Now, I had some people say that this maybe was supposed to be Farfetch's evolution or something like that, and I gotta say, like, if that was the case, why? Why was Farfetch, its evolution scrapped? Like, that just doesn't make any sense. Why? Oh my god, why? And then we get what looks to be, and then we get to a voodoo doll looking Pokemon known as Kerstraw, and then we got Pangshai or something like that. Like, wow, like, okay. Pretty interesting designs right here. Now, we got Murkrow here, and it's got, like, a dark Santa-looking hat kind of thing, except without the white fluff. It's all black and all that stuff. And Happy. Now, this right here is very reminiscent of Happiny, so perhaps this was a baby version of Chansey that was scrapped at the last minute. And then we get to Scissors or Scissors here, and I guess this was supposed to be Scissors' original design, but that got scrapped. Now, this right here, I thought for a second that this was a possible evolution for Pinsir known as Plux, but I guess this was the original design for Heracross. I mean, okay, this is pretty interesting. I actually would have really dug that design, honestly. I mean, it looks really cool. It really does. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comment section down below. Now, ladies and gentlemen, after all of that talk, we get to what I believe is like the main event portion here of this video, because we have what looks to be the original designs of Raikou, Suicune, and Entei, that being Rai, and Sui. Now, you take a look at these three Pokemon right here, these three designs, they look very canine-like. Like, these right here were the original legendary dog trio, but obviously got replaced by Raikou, Entei, and Suicune, which have more feline-like features, as I have said for the longest time in my personal opinion. Raikou has the appearance of a cheetah, Entei that being of a lion, and Suicune that being of a leopard. But these three designs right here just absolutely blows my mind. I mean, they look absolutely amazing. Like, I just can't believe this, honestly. This is crazy. Now, the even crazier thing about all of this is that if you guys remember back to that episode in Pokemon Generations where it featured, I believe the name was Yucine. I can never pronounce that name right, so I apologize in advance, but if you guys remember that episode with, you know, the guy, the Suicune Chaser, you guys would all remember the part where it showed the tower burning down and three dog-like Pokemon perished in it, and then, of course, Ho-Oh came about and revived them, and thus Entei, Suicune, and Raikou were born. Perhaps these were the three original designs right here that perished in the fire? Like, who knows? Who knows? Like, this is just incredible right here. Wow. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, I want to direct your attention to Leafeon. Now, if this doesn't scream Leafeon out, I don't know what the hell does, but I guess this was supposed to be the grass mythical legendary Pokemon. This was obviously supposed to be the Celebi of Pokemon Gold, but clearly it wasn't. But this design is very similar to that of Leafeon as it was introduced in Generation 4. So this right here is also a pretty interesting discovery, if I do say so myself. Now, real quick, ladies and gentlemen, I want to direct your attention to this image right here, which just pretty much sums everything up in one single go. Like, this is incredible. Now, we have ourselves, obviously, the section of recognizable in some form, so we got Chikorita, Bayleaf, and Meganium. We got the design of Chikorita, we got the design of Bayleaf, which looks completely different in my opinion, and of course, we got the design of Meganium, and we see a whole bunch of these designs that were just, oh my god, like, okay, I recognize some of these designs right here, but then again, it's like some of these designs are completely different. It's like, for example, what looks to be the legendary dog trio right here, and you got the legendary beast trio, the legendary, well, some people still refer to them as dogs. I personally think they don't look like dogs, but that's just my opinion. But guys, it's like, there is a big time difference between these three, other than the possibility of them being legendary Pokemon. Like, that's about the only thing that I can tie these two together in. Now, noticeably missing, you know, we got, you know, Cyndaquil and its evolutions, Totodile and its evolutions, and we got a whole bunch of other Pokemon that were noticeably missing from the chart as well, and cut completely. Now, I was actually kind of disappointed, you know, looking at these designs, seeing how good they were and how they were cut out. Like, that's just, oh, how could you do us dirty like that? Like, I actually really enjoyed the Fire Bear evolutions, like, for starters, and what looks to be, like, some sort of, like, maybe, like, a seal or sea lion or something. And we also ourselves, you know, the baby version of Tangela and its evolution. And we have another Pokemon that, honestly, it's like, why couldn't they add in an evolution for Farfetch'd? Because that design looks absolutely amazing right here. Like, that's just incredible. Now, a couple of designs right here that I actually didn't bother mentioning is what looks to be an evolution of a Lickitung. Now, they obviously fixed that in Gen 4 being a Licky Licky, but you can see that this design right here, slightly different, you know? And I gotta say, like, I really enjoyed this design right here. It's a very comical design, you know? The two ghostly looking figures attached to each other kind of looks like they're always fighting, they're trying to separate from one another, you know? Oh man, that's gotta be really bad to be attached to someone that you don't like, you know? But like, this right here, like, I really enjoyed the Anchor Shark looking Pokemon. Like, I thought that design was really cool, and really disappointed that it didn't make the final cut, you know? But, you know what, it is what it is, you know, beggars can't be choosers, you get what you get, and I personally enjoy what we got from Game Freak, you know? I really honestly enjoy Pokemon just as a whole. It doesn't matter what generation it is, I love all generations, and it's something that stuck with me since I was a little kid, and just like taking a trip down memory lane and taking a look at some of the very old designs that were scrapped, it fills me with such a sense of nostalgia. It really is incredible. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so that is going to conclude this video. I apologize if it was a little bit longer than expected. You know, I tried to narrow it down, but there's just so many designs that I genuinely enjoy, and god dang it, Game Freak, why did you scrap these, man? It's like, you definitely gotta right this wrong, okay? You definitely got to add these designs in to future generations, because I genuinely enjoyed them. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section down below, and thank you for watching. Be sure to smash the like button if you enjoyed the video, and if this is your first time here, then be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to stay notified on the hype content you're seeing right here. So thanks for watching. Don't forget, I love each and every single one of you guys, so I'll see you guys in the next upload.